don't.
I just want to make sure you guys are all sorted, all your prep and stuff's in place.
Yeah.
I've done all I can. Yeah.
Okay.
Need to buy little bells when I make one as well.
We'll just do a group stealth roll and let's see if you are found in the night. You do have a roaring fire, so that's going to be like a -5 probably to your average.
Oh, sorry. It's,
but we
accidentally
rolled
clicked
really
it.
high.
Some really good rolls. Okay, let us just grab this guy here. What's perception's wisdom, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Right.
Okay, and oh my fucking god! All right. So you have pretty good.
That's all we want. That's all we want to hear from Wade.
Oh my god. Hang on.
I'm definitely gonna have to figure out get myself a healing spell at some point.
Good luck as a wizard.
Yeah.
I know.
Healing's for witches, mate.
Is the one with the second wind.
So
Don't you think if I had second wind that I would have used it at some point?
What?
we'll say the first 4 hours. You guys should see these rolls. It's fucking dumb. You kind of go to set up your you'll kind of rest in. You said that was it Gabriel was keeping watch.
Yep.
For the first 4 hours or so. The first 4 hours go past. It's now hitting that kind of midnight hour. You brought me a perception. Sorry. 23, that is almost definitely going to win. He's got 23 as well, actually. Do we just roll again at this stage? No, sorry. No, he rolls 23. You roll 23, but you got perception. Okay, cool. Awesome. You're very mindful of the fact that you did hear howling off in the distance. And it wasn't that far away. And now you have a roaring campfire. And you're set up maybe an hour away from this thing. From this pack. So you've kind of got an eye already out. Prowling through... I wonder if you can see this. Oh, it's on the very edge of your vision. Prowling through the undergrowth.
Mm-hmm.
You see this slowly coming towards the campfire. You've got a couple of seconds. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna. It's hurting.
I'm
I'm gonna snuff the campfire
The
with
campfire?
control flame.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am going to, seeing that I've had the short rest.
You're asleep, buddy.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought we were all up. Okay.
No, your Ben is currently meditating, I believe. I
Yep.
would assume that both Swift and Aegon have settled into sleep. Gabrielle is the only one actively awake, searching.
I'm 100% asleep.
You snuff out,
Right.
the fire, and this thing just slows right down. It's just inching closer and closer.
Fire's gone. Fire's gone. Yes.
Fire's gone.
I'm blind.
But you're asleep.
You're
I'm meditating.
Meditating, yeah.
People tend to meditate with their eyes closed, don't they?
Yes, they do. But I'm still blind.
Give me an insight roll, David. Okay.
Not very insightful.
Yeah, you can't tell what this thing's intentions are.
It's very insightful.
I'm gonna wander over to these two and just kind of gently shake them and say, we have a visitor. Not the good
Wait,
kind.
who's those two? Me and Thing?
Yeah, Swift and Ega.
I'm going to.
I'm gonna sleepily reply with, I thought we're going in the morning.
We don't have morning.
as you're talking just out the corner of the eye, you can still just catch the position as kind of, again, light seems to just barely touch this thing.
At that, I'm going to cast Arcane Recovery.
Use your arcane recovery? Yeah.
Saying that
At this point, we haven't had a long rest, have we? This
No.
has interrupted it.
I'm gonna come over and
I'm just gonna stretch and like stand up,
try and get out of
crack my
stir.
knuckles together and look over
Yeah.
at
And-
this thing.
You spoke of an alpha?
I did. Good morning. Wait, nighttime. Why did you snuff the fire out? I can't see shit.
We have a visitor.
Alpha?
No wait, can you turn our light source off? Wait,
Your light source is off.
is it?
You,
This is
Oh, I've got. Right, I see.
oh, wait, what? Are you... Hang
I
on.
can see as well.
Well, I can see perfectly fine.
What the fuck? Yeah, you should be able to see... I've got you on night vision, not emitting bright light.
You have to turn the fire off though, because that's emitting the light.
Oh, I turned... Oh, I just turned off the aura.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah,
my
there we
bad,
go.
my bad. You guys couldn't see that shit.
I literally cannot see.
A single thing. I will give you 5 feet of
Anything.
low
I was-
light.
I was just gonna point over and I'm like, it's just right there. Yes.
Okay, I can live with that.
At this point, I'm going to sprinkle
Whoa,
that.
what just happened?
I'm going to sprinkle that.
Bright
Did you
light
put another
again.
light source?
I just spent 5
Yeah?
feet on...
No,
You
you
didn't.
didn't.
Oh, that fucks... No, I did. Oh, no, it's giving 65 feet. What the fuck? 5. Save. Is it?
Why aren't you
Okay.
just putting? Why don't you just put 5 feet of vision on him?
I-
That's like 30 feet of vision.
Yeah, no. I put 5 in there. I can show you the clip. There we go. That should be right. Yeah?
I mean, that's
I
giving
can
a massive-
vaguely see.
What the
Stuff.
fuck?
Oh no, it's also giving off dim light. It must be because I can now see very brightly over this entire.
5 feet. Okay, you guys
Yeah,
don't get light. Sorry. Too bad.
There's a giant
Too bad.
area here.
I've
Too
got-
bad. Too
yeah,
bad.
I've
You
got
guys can
one.
figure it out. There we go.
At this point, I'm going to sprinkle that dust in the air as me and Swift exit the tent.
Oh, well, there is no tent. Is there a tent?
I think
Oh,
it-
wherever we were sleeping.
Surround the
going
campfire,
basically.
Hey, wait. I light a torch.
You light a torch?
I have to. I can't see anything.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna whisper to Aegon. I'm gonna be like, I
Right.
don't think this hunter knows how to hunt very well.
Okay, very briefly.
Yeah.
So you're lighting a torch. What is it? Is it 20 feet? 30 feet?
30 feet, I think.
20 feet.
No, sorry.
20
Really
foot radius.
feel like I told
Oh,
them we should
20 foot
know that.
radius and dim light for an additional 20 feet, so 40 feet.
I think you're right, Swift. I think you're right.
Yeah. Here we go.
Light. This thing just turns around, looks straight at you, and we are going to basically jump straight in.
Initiation.
Oh my god, what is going on the screen?
I have no choice. At night time, I'm fucked.
Oh, is the initiation order thing going on yet?
Not yet, but I can do this
Hey,
one.
the thing hadn't noticed us yet.
I was about to say, let me reroll.
It's 11, 5.
I would have kept the bonfire going for a little bit longer.
Fortunately, it was attracted to light.
It's attracted to light, and you're standing right beside me in the light.
19.16. How did he roll that?
It had a Dix, the Dix, was it tiebreaker?
Do you want to decount the last initiative rolls from last combat?
What? No, when you roll it, we'll just replace it.
Oh, sweet, easy. I like that then.
For fuck's
Yeah.
sake.
Oh no.
Why am I always rolling?
Oh my god, what is this?
Oh, well, this is going to make it look like he's definitely, like,
You-
coming into the
He's
camp.
just right, and you guys are like, oh fuck.
Old Atlas has fucking lit up that light, and the next thing... then
Well, the problem is if I put out the light, then
you can't see. No, I totally
yeah.
agree. Totally agree.
10 to 30 feet.
If you can't see it, they can't see you. The rules.
we have no idea. It's a nighttime.
We have... I was about to say.
assume, I assume that I'm basically the clever girl raptor guy.
We'll say this thing was like half wrenched over, like almost digging out the the corpse of the stag you had buried.
It's kind of I had that thought. I was like, we could probably just sneak backwards.
Yeah, you guys had really, really good stealth rolls, so you guys were kind of sorted. Anyway, it's like halfway through digging through, so I will say it's kind of like halfway through the action, and it turns around as this light, fucking lights up. I guess this bright light spins out nowhere, and it turns around and hisses, and instantaneously the barbs just its tail and boom, shoot out 2 barbs. One's going at Aegon, one's going at Swift.
Okie dokie.
Aegon, it's going to be a 22 to hit.
That definitely hit.
Yeah, I need you to make a con save.
Ooh. Con save.
And
Oh no!
and it's a 12
Oh, no.
to hit currently on Swift.
Constitution.
Oh, sorry, hang on. Sorry, it has disadvantage because it's shooting over. It's
Hey.
user range. Okay, so Aegon, it's a 12 to hit on you, and then it'll be a 20 to hit on Swift. So does 12 hit you, Tyler? Aegon?
12 does hit
Okay,
me, yeah.
so 7 piercing damage, and I need a con save from you, which was a 10, so it's DC 13. You are poisoned.
Ow.
And it's going to the 20 to hit you for 4 damage, Pete, piercing.
Sorry, I missed that. Someone was yelling in the background.
It's alright.
What was it?
It's 4 piercing damage. I need you to make a con save.
And I take 4 piercing damage.
Ugh.
No, you take 7, Tyler. The
I take
4 is coming at Swift. Okay, Gabriel, we're going to go straight to your turn. This thing's just heading up. You've seen
I
its
rolled
tails.
a 9.
Okay, you are poisoned. Sorry to...
Oh, no.
I'm gonna
Shoots out, there's 2 barbs.
I'm gonna bonus action an ensnaring strike.
Okay, awesome.
And then I'm going to take a shot
Let's see it.
with my action.
Yep.
18.
18 is a hit, I believe. Yes, it's definitely a
I
hit.
think we're.
And what is it? What type of save?
Let me roll.
Oh no, it's ensnared straight away, right?
Sorry.
No, I must succeed. Sorry, I'm just fucking going around in circles. A large creature has advantage on the saving throw.
My save is. Oh, my saving throw is
It's
12.
15. It rolled. Sorry, with advantage. Yeah. So you hit it with the arrow. The crossbow definitely hits. You quickly load your crossbow. Boom! You hit it, and you see there's. What does it look like? Is it like boulders, or is it like fucking roots from nature, or what does this look like to you?
It's gonna be like a.
I'm just wondering if you're more like druidic in that kind of nature, or if it's more like weaponry, advanced weaponry. You've
It's gonna
created.
be. Oh. It's gonna be more druidic. So vines lash out at it.
You
So,
guys can still hear me?
yeah, so the arrow's shooting, and it just as it hits it, and it definitely digs into it, boom, 6 damage, and then you just see vines just reach out, and it just fucking shrugs them off, and you see all these vines break and such on it. Awesome, fucking badass. Any movement?
Yes.
Cool.
I'm gonna 1, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna move down here.
Awesome. Aegon, you're up. Oh, we'll share my screen
Alright.
for you, mate.
I am going to cast Enlarge again. So I'll basically channel some power, and the dust that I've put on Swift is going to basically double her in size again.
I'm assuming that Swift's not resisting this.
No.
No. Fair enough.
I trust this guy.
Nice.
I want to
And-
be big.
I'm pretty sure that. Yeah, that's my turn. That's my turn. As a bonus action, I will quickly conjure a quill that, out of nowhere, bring my book back out, and then start jotting down notes on the big creature as I kind of walk back towards the guys. Is that 6, 1, 2, 3? Yeah.
As you take out your book and you look up, this thing vanishes in front of you. Atlas, you're up. Can you make me a perception roll?
Sure can.
Just give me a second.
Solid 9.
Okay. Well, I need to roll stealth for this, so. It's
I
nighttime,
mean, obviously,
so
I can't see anywhere after sort of like 20 feet. Like 20 feet is my sort of max. I've seen dim light after that, but
Yeah, so this thing. I chucked a light source on you, didn't I? Yeah.
yeah, no, you did.
You see this thing, and it just turns, and as it turns, it's almost like its body, like as it turns to face you, is almost just gone. As this thing's coat just seems to reflect light of it.
Yep. Okay. All right. All right. You make such fun things for me to do, Wade.
Stop rolling, poor.
Yeah, well, I mean that's the. I'm going to say to myself, gathering blue Arctic light in my hands and placing them against my chest. I'm going to say, I got this, and cast Armor of Agathis on myself.
Gangster.
I'll take that spell slot away. And that's a second level pact slot. Nice, so that's 10 and 10. And I will move 5 feet up and cover. I'll cover Aegon. Aegon.
That's all you moved it?
Pilot's character. Yeah, that's all my that's all my movement.
Okay. Swift to you, because you can see in the dark. This creature is right here. Sorry, man, if you moved another 5 feet, this thing would have shown up.
I'm gonna just go over. I'm gonna run at it, and probably just charge straight into it and try and knock it prone, I guess.
Yeah, this thing's prowling around. It's like obviously got its eyes set over this kind of direction as it teleported over to get a better position.
Yeah.
And you're going for a athletics. You've got advantage, right? Is this high?
No, I've also got disadvantage because I'm poisoned.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, is this
So,
high
straight roll.
dex or strength dex for this guy? He fails it, surprisingly. He rolls a 10 after modifiers.
Alright. So I kind of just like run over and just shove it with my shoulder charge it and knock it to the ground. And as it knocks onto the ground, I'm going to action surge and just leap on it and try and grapple it.
Yeah. Sorry, I always forget how this works. When you're prone, you have disadvantage on dex saves, right? Is that right? Fuck, hang on. Sorry, prone.
No, it doesn't do disadvantage on anything.
No,
Just
okay.
a
I'm thinking
rolls.
about restrained. Okay.
It's if you're no, it's also if you're attacking with a bow. You roll
Yeah.
this-
No, I meant for saves. What did I say? Dex was high. You gotta
Let's go.
be. You gotta be a
Yeah.
17. You got.
Oh no.
Yeah. Okay. So
Oh, that's actually yeah.
Yeah. So you're definitely able to shove it over. This thing just falls. It's right on the side. But as you go to grapple it, you just can't get past because it's kind of jumping around and twisting. Speaking of which, anything else from you?
Nah.
Okay. I've realised I haven't written how long this poison lasts. We're gonna make it.
5 days.
Let's make it a 1d3 for how many rounds. So, sorry, first one was Aegon, which I shot. You got poisoned, right? Second one's gonna be for Pete. So 3 turns on you. So 2 more turns for poison. Okay. This thing's gonna use half its movement to stand up. So it kind of gets up off the ground. What's happened to it so far? That is what getting up means, yes. It will make 2 attacks. It's going to make its first one is going to be it's going to swing out with its claw at Swift right next to him. 14 to hit.
Yep.
7 slashing. You cannot take reactions this turn. And it's going to 1, 2, 3, 4. Come sprinting. 7 slashing. Yeah. Come running over in this direction.
For some reason
There we
I
go.
thought I heard 17. I was like, wow, that's crazy.
I'm I have no idea if this one gives a shit about which one it is. So it's going to be one is going to be Tyler, two is going to be Ben. So one's coming for Tyler, and it runs at you and just goes to pounce on you, and it's going for a bite. 19 to hit.
Definitely.
So that's 9 piercing damage.
Oh fuck! That's me down, almost down, boys.
Gabrielle, you are up.
You basically see me fucked up.
Oh
As
shit!
fucked
Actually,
up as I
hang
can
on. So
be.
sorry, hang on. Stood up, which was half its movement. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, I couldn't. Sorry, I couldn't get to Aegon. My bad. I don't want to recon shit normally. We will attempt a bite on Atlas instead.
Okay, you go then.
It's going to be an 8 to hit this time around. So, unfortunately, it does not, like, again, it kind of just gets up off the ground and just woof, 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 and it gets right up and it's kind of leaning, and for some reason, again, your fucking blue shield manages to fight this thing off. Awesome. Gabrielle, you're up.
For my action, I'm going to use a hunter's scent.
Ooh, is that the, what do you get from that?
Learn whether the creature has any
Okay.
damage, immunity, resistances, vulnerabilities, and what they are.
What they are. Okay. So,
Yeah.
I'm just going to say this out loud.
Unless they're hidden from divination magic.
No, it wouldn't be. It is vulnerable to radiant damage. Immunity to resistance.
Let's bring on Guild Thunder.
Yeah.
Off.
Sorry.
Off.
No, sense that it has. What? Oh, sorry. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Any damage, immunity, resistances, or vulnerabilities. We're not going to use that anyway. Okay, I've already forgotten. Sorry. Half the sheet is not going to matter because I've already knocked it prone. It's meant to be immune to prone. That's alright. It is vulnerable to radiant damage. We'll just stick with that. It's vulnerable to radiant damage. In terms of what it is,
Any immunities or resistances, or
nah, that's fine. In
then what
terms
it is.
of what it
I think
is, it is a monstrosity.
think-
This is not a native creature to the fall. It looks like a twisted version of the Night Beast. It is a much larger version. It looks very like in terms of its like its tentacle looking things. They look very fleshy in comparison to like the very thin kind of feline matted fur and such, which you get on the regular Night Beast that you've encountered so far. Yes, this looks like a kind of like it's not an aberration, as a monstrosity as its type. It looks like a weird twisted version of one of those. I haven't named it as Twisted Knight. If you want to write down that, that's up to you.
oh yeah.
Cool.
That's alright. Well,
Okay. What else you got? Do you think it's HP and stuff or
and-
no? No. Okay.
No.
oh, of course.
And then obviously, as my bonus action, I'll just chuck a Slayer's Prey on it.
Yep. You're like, I know what the fuck you are.
I know what you are, and I have the tools to kill you.
Awesome. Fucking.
Or insert taken fucking
Yeah.
speech.
I have a diverse set of skills.
I've just realised that I've been calling out my dog's name for the last hour. Not
Yeah.
figure out why is it going crazy?
Aegon, you're up.
Cool. Right. Monstrous. Under the category of monstrous. Alright. Okie dokie. This thing's fucking barreling toward me, so I am actually quite fucking scared.
You've seen it try to pounce on Atlas right in front of you.
Yeah. Okie dokie. So I'm just gonna, to be honest, why is the screen gone black? If he's that close to me, I'm just gonna yell out to Swift. Swift, coming back to you! And I'm going to not hit Swift character. I'm going to cast Fling.
You're gonna throw this thing. It was a stream set.
I'm just checking.
Spell.
Basically, I'm gonna aim it kind of into the back of that, into the
Probably
back of
sounds
that
better
wall.
than throwing it at me.
Yeah, but I was just kind of meaning I'm gonna throw it up against the wall there.
So 20 feet. You can hit the wall here.
Yeah,
You might be
basically-
able to reach to. You can hit like
because
here.
if I throw them straight up in the air,
Yeah,
it's
like
literally straight up in the air. I'm gonna be throwing them away. So yeah, basically anywhere over there.
So you can get like here or here. You can't quite get all the way over here, but
Okay, so basically I'll go right there then. And then that way
Okay.
Swift can. Yeah.
Happy with that. Awesome. He fails the stream flare. It goes flying off. Your damage was at 8. No, it's more, isn't it? Isn't it more if it hits
It's
a wall?
3d6, right? Do
Yeah,
I do
roll,
that?
roll your 3d6.
Okay, cool. 3d6.
8 damage. Boom! As it crashes into the fucking wall. You just feel rocks and shit start falling down small rocks and stuff start falling down the side of here.
Sweet, sweet. And that will be my turn.
Atlas! Sorry, just before Atlas. As you crash him into the wall, as he's flying back, he shoots a barb at you again. It's going to be a disadvantage. Yes. Disadvantage is still at 20 to hit because he's rolling like a fucking god. 5 piercing damage.
5 piercing damage.
Yeah, and you're already poisoned, right? So there's not much point in me rolling.
Okay, take that. Yes, I'm already poisoned. I've got that marked. Now, do I... Poison doesn't tick, does it? Or does it?
No, poison is disadvantage on like.
Okay, am I
saves or
supposed to be
something.
taking poison damage every...
No.
Oh,
no, no,
okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't...
no. It's just a condition that gives you
then my
advantage.
Atlas! You're up.
Okay, so I will just double check that. Cool. Alright, got it. Awesome. I am going to double check on my friend behind me, seeing that he is fine and he's just tossed this giant alpha creature. I'm going to run at it. 5, 10, 15, holding my torch high, get to within 10 feet of it, realise that I haven't summoned my packed weapon yet, and...
You gotta attack him with the torch? You gotta...
and instead, standing 10 feet from him, invoke Magnus Ferrum Vitalius, and fire an Eldritch Blast at him.
Yeah, let's see it.
Or
24 is definitely a hit, yeah. And you are holding a torch in one hand. So he
Yep,
is
11 points of damage.
fucking ruthless, yeah.
And then look at the creature and say, "Fight me!"
Ooh, that's interesting. Okay, yeah. Oh, wicked. Awesome. Swift.
Swift is...
Knock this creature to the ground and runs over, gets thrown straight back into the wall right next to you. Like, oh, fast food delivery.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my bonus action to say out loud. Don't worry, Adrian, I'll protect you, and I'm gonna use my second wind rallying cry
Oh,
to
okay.
heal
So,
him by 3 HP, along with myself. Not gonna give it to anybody else, because fuck them. Oh wait, I don't know why they roll twice. You get 3 HP.
3 HP healed.
I get 3 HP? Ah,
PDK.
thank you, my shield maiden.
And then I will, Nah, I'm gonna try and grapple him again.
Yeah.
Bum, 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 bum,
Oh, 24 is a good roll. No, I did not beat that. I rolled 21 though. That's pretty fucking close. This thing is grappled.
Nice.
Yeah, and I'm gonna kind of grab him by his, like, creepy tentacle things. It's like, hold on to those. Oh, wait, I've got a... No, I don't have an advantage in mine because I'm poisoned. Not that it matters. That's my turn.
Twisted Knight is up. Oh, man. Okay, so... The first part is going... It's got two things that are going to happen simultaneously. I think. Yeah, let me check what else it could do. Yeah. Okay, so the first one, it's going to go for a bite on Swift, who's got this thing grappled, like right up next to her. And at the same time... Wait, you said you grabbed the tentacles, right? Did you grab... Okay. I guess the disadvantage thing kind of makes sense in that kind of regard. Yeah, so it swings out and bites you, and at the same time it shoots a barb out at Atlas, which will be at disadvantage because you're in close range anyway. So it's like you're like holding on to this thing, and it fires off a barb. So we'll do Atlas's one first. It's going to be a 10 to hit, which is probably not going to hit. It's disadvantage anyway. Actually, yeah, 10 was lower, and the bite's got to go at. Oh no, I rolled 2. Sorry, I shouldn't have rolled 2. The first one was a nat 1 against Swift.
Yeah.
Which is really unfortunate.
Yeah, hold that boy hard.
Okay, Gabrielle, you're up. So this thing just grappled, just fucking shooting off spines and shit everywhere, but not able to fucking make purchase on anyone yet.
I'm just gonna shoot it with my bow.
Yep, gotta bonk him. Bonk.
Well,
12 is not a hit. So again, it's probably the fact that it's, fucking in the midst of being grappled and shit, this crossbow bolt goes right in between the two and lunges, sets itself into this fucking stone wall behind it.
okay. That me.
That's you. You want to move it all?
Nope.
No. Okay, end of your turn. It's going to make another bite attack at Swift, which is going to be a 25 to hit. Which I believe is a
Shockingly,
hit. Yeah, so 6 piercing damage.
I like how he said yep and clearly didn't hear what I said.
6 piercing. As it digs into you, it kind of rips a bit of flesh out, can be out like your shoulder or some shit as you kind of grapple onto its things. And as it kind of munches it down, you can see some of the wounds, like the crossbow bolt that was stuck in it before, just pops out, and you can see the flesh just like trying to bubble up and pushes against it, so the bolt kind of drops out to the floor. Again, you're up.
Oh shit! If I do a check, is that counted as an action? Like I'm watching.
What is this check?
What I'm meaning is that because I've studied nature and the way that animals and things like the biology of biology of insects and different kind of creatures and stuff.
What are you trying to figure out?
Do I know that if that bubbling is that it healing itself? Would I know that is that kind of, or is that curing a wound or something like that?
You could roll me. I won't make you use an action for it. This is going to be very brief for having a look because it's very small.
Oh yeah, like just purely. Do I know if is that a place to aim for or not? Kind of, is it a healed place or is it?
I'm trying to think what the fuck this would fall under. I'll tell you what. You can choose. I'm not going to tell you whether or not this will work, but you can choose what type of roll you want to use to try to figure this out. If you want to be like, maybe it's an animal thing, you could roll animal handling. Maybe it's a magic thing, you could roll like maybe
I'll
it's
do animal handling. Okay. That's what I'm thinking of. It's like times that I've cut things open.
Yeah, go for it. Or medicine, even if it's like body parts, maybe. 11.
Handling.
This is nothing like you've
And
ever.
if I have,
This is nothing like you've ever seen on a creature.
No, that's cool.
Yeah,
That's cool.
cool. What are you doing for
your I'm going to assume that it's a weak point, but before that, I'm gonna like walk real casually over as you guys are fucking that thing up. I'm gonna sit down on the little log here, get up, have my book out, and then out of my cloak, I'm gonna pull a little wand. You guys probably haven't seen before, and I'm just gonna do one attack before looking back at my book. So I'm going to roll that.
That's the damage.
Oh,
That's the damage. You need to roll the
that's
attack
damage,
roll.
is it? Oh, thought I did roll the.
Oh, it's a crit! Yeah, it's a click on the pink thing for the crit damage.
But
It's sick. Huge.
I'm going to aim at that bit that's bobbling up because I'm hoping that's not healed.
To be clear, this is a very small hole because it's where the crossbow bolt went in.
Oh,
And it's
okay,
like
sorry.
punch that out, and you've just seen kind of flesh pushing against it a little bit. You can aim for that particular area. I'm not gonna say it's like a cool shot, but like that general kind of area you can shoot at if you like. Cool. What does the fucking wand look like? Did you shoot lightning from it?
It's basically like you wouldn't even tell it's a wand. It literally looks like a crinkle, craggly bit of fucking
Wood.
twig that you'd put into a fireplace. But the only reason you can tell that it is a wand is that it's got some runes. And the part that I'm holding on to, you can see it's been whittled, so it's like a scraggly little
Carved it yourself kind of thing.
Almost look like a bolt of electricity in a bit of wood.
Very Harry Potter-esque, yeah.
Basically, yeah.
Awesome.
It's a shoot.
This lightning just goes out, and like you just see the bolts kind of go across its flesh and little sizzles a little bit. It's warmed up.
Okay,
Awesome.
and for my bonus action, I know there's no real point, but I want to cast a basically
telekinetic
shove.
shove. Yeah. So
Yeah.
throw strength.
Just to keep it kind of pushed up against that wall, and hopefully assisting Swift in being able to overpower it.
As you reach out to push this thing, like the general like weight or like size of this thing, you just and you see it like budge a tiny bit, but it barely shifts at all.
Barely shifts.
Awesome.
Alright, cool.
Atlas.
And I go back to.
Sorry.
No. I'm meaning that's my turn. I go back to writing my book.
Okay. I'm going to take a step over here, just for shits and giggles. And I suppose if this thing is interested in Pete, I'm going to... Oh, let's do this. This will be fun. I'm going to summon more Arctic blue energy in my hand, sort of wrapping it around and around and around together. And I scream, Pythosium Palacius! And fire a second level witch bolt at this creature. And hopefully it will hit.
19 is a
19.
hit. Yep.
Cool.
Nice.
And it's a second level cast.
12. Right. Okay. Awesome.
Yep, 12.
Light.
So that's 12 for the first, and I'm concentrating on this lightning that is now binding me and the creature together.
Yeah, there's fucking lightning coming out from all directions on this thing, and there's just this reef of red. I guess I don't know what does it look like. Or is it light blue for you? Light blue
That'll
lightning.
be Arctic blue.
Arctic blue just fucking constantly connected. It's like a tether between you two. Swift, you're up.
Yeah, I guess holding on to this thing's little tentacles at the beginning of the round, I'll knee it in the face.
Oh, yeah.
3
Red.
damage.
Yep. Nice.
And it bit me, right? Yeah, so I'm gonna essentially bite it back, but with bludgeoning damage, because that's what I have. That's all I have.
That's alright. We could go for piercing for this one. He's not resistant.
Yeah.
20's definitely a hit. Yep. How much? Oh my fucking! How do you want to do this? That is exact C's, by the way.
Huh?
That is exact C's.
Yeah. And I'm probably gonna bite into its neck and just kind of like rip at the side of its throat.
Start ripping into the shit. You bite me, I'll bite you, big motherfucker. You just start ripping into the shit, and blood starts spraying. Because you're actually like biting into it, the blood comes out, and you notice that the blood is black. And as it's spurting all over you, it burns. Not damage burn, but you can feel like kind of like searing into your flesh a little bit as it goes. And this thing just writhes around in horrors a bit, and then eventually just collapses down in front of you.
Yummy.
Lovely.
Delicious.
Boff, there's still this reef of lightning. His body's just jolting around every now and then.
Would she have reacted to the small singe of the blood?
That's up to Pete.
Oh, cool. Okay, cool.
Not at all.
Could I, the second that Ben had done his spell with the lightning, I would have basically dropped focus on most other things and tried to basically identify that spell and identify kind of how he placed it to write down in my book. Would I have had enough time to get the basics of that spell, or was that?
I'm probably going to say no, but roll me an Arcana, and I'll message you something later.
Cool. Obviously, it was very, very quick, so I totally understand. I probably didn't have time to see much of it.
13. Okay, hang on. Let me just write that down. Awesome. 13. 12. Wicked! So this massive creature collapses in front of you. It's fucking lightning temper, black blood just spewing out of it. As it touches the ground, you can just see like the plants and such underneath it just browning and slowly just dying all around where all of its blood touches. You guys are obviously out of combat now. This thing is dead. It's kind of howling out.
When you say like killing things, like as in like turning everything brown,
It's like
is
shriveling up kind of thing like that.
It's shriveling
Like
up. And
little
actually
flowers
dying?
and shit, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Shriveling up. Okay. Yep. Cool.
Yeah, this thing just
I want to have a closer look at this thing's physiology. Like,
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah,
Why
it
is
was
it,
about
why is
the
it
same
different
thing.
from the other smaller beasts?
Yep. What do you want to use to roll for that? And we can figure out what you learn.
Investigation?
Investigate it. Yeah, go for it.
Ooh, that's a good roll. 19.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. In terms of trying to figure out why it's different.
Got black blood.
It's got black blood. That's probably the biggest difference. Like, it looks very
That's
fleshy.
interesting.
Its coat is a different color, and yet it still seems to retain the that kind of bending of light properties, which it
Normally
has.
tastes like potpourri because this one tastes like potpourri.
There we go. In terms of like its actual okay. A couple of things to note. Its mouth was not like that ones. The other ones were more like panthers, but the mouths kind of opened up a little bit. This one is just like an entire maw, basically. Like its entire face is just constantly open, like drooling, and just teeth of all fucking directions. Somewhat to your like the knowledge which you got before when you did your. I just can't
Yeah,
remember what it's
because you
called.
said it was otherworldly, like it didn't kind of belong.
It definitely doesn't belong.
I'm gonna cut off its head as a trophy.
Yep.
Agent's gonna be basically very, very close next to you as
Wait,
you're
wait,
doing
wait.
it.
As you start walking towards it, trying to cut its head off, I'm just going to turn around and be like, mine!
Swift, what? We need proof to take back to Van.
He's going to look at you for a second and be like,
You want to get paid, right?
right. And you probably didn't notice it before, but her eyes are like glowing yellow. And as she like listens to your logic, they'll fade back to green. She's like, yeah.
You can carry the head if you like, but we need something to take back to.
Nah, I don't care about the head.
Okay, he'll go to cut the head off and wrap it in something, I guess.
Alright. Yeah, and Aegean will be basically watching him do this, recording as much as he can. He's frantically scribbling in his book as the head's coming off and all that sort of stuff.
Yep, you're able to take this head off. Takes you a little while, to be honest, because of the general size of the creature.
Yeah.
You're kind of like hacking into it for a bit. There's this blood spewing out everywhere. Eventually, I imagine you kind of get something up in front of your face while you're doing it, so you're not getting that kind of spit back into your
Yeah, I'm trying to avoid the blood because obviously it looks a bit.
toxic and such. But yeah, for the most part, you just eventually chop through this, and you've got this corpse of this fucking massive creature on the ground. Yeah, cool.
I will empty out my drinking container, my little skin, and I'm going to attempt to actually
Bottle some of
open
this
a
blood.
open a vein and try to suck out as much of the liquid as I can into this drinking container. Will a leather skin hold it, or will it burn through?
I don't know. You're able to bottle it into your water skin, if that's what you're asking to do.
Yeah, that's what I'm meaning.
Yeah, so you get it out, and you eventually just you get enough to basically get it up to like almost up to the top. You cork it, I imagine, and yeah, it seems to be in there, but you can. I mean, it almost felt warm when you're putting it. Oh, sorry, it didn't feel warm. Almost, you could like a little bit of steam and such like that, but it seems to be containing it.
Okay, cool. So skin of can begin the skin, and the last thing I attempt to do is cut the one of the tentacles and ask Swift. You wouldn't mind me cutting one of the tentacles, study it for science purposes, would you?
no, why would I care about this thing? It's
Just
a
double
piece.
checking. It is your prize, and then I will basically cut through the tentacle and basically start looking at it, nodding with it, and start
She's
playing.
gonna look at you very confused at what you just said.
Fair enough. and I'm basically, I'm still taking notes until you guys are ready to progress.
Is there anything else you guys want to do in the meantime? You got this trophy of this head. You got a bottle full of its blood. You got one of its tentacle ends, I guess you call them.
No, I'm satisfied.
I want to have a crack at its hide. I want a cape.
You're assuming you could use it as a cape. Yes, give me a survival. Is that what I said last time? I'm sure it was survival, yeah.
Some tailoring or some work done on it to make it a cape.
4.
It's a solid 4. I just want a piece.
Very,
I don't need a.
very similar to the other one. You start chopping into it. As you chop into it, I mean, the blood just starts spewing out and starts burning away most of it. But you're able to get like a little bit of a chunk of one. It doesn't come away like it did on the night beast. With the night beast, like you cut on it and it was like skinning a regular animal. Like eventually you'd be able to peel it back, although obviously got ripped up a bit just because people weren't necessarily that experienced in doing so. This one here, as you're cutting into it, just, the blood's just burning away at its own skin. So you got a small patch of it.
It's like a.
Like a-
What do you call it? Oath of the Moment from Warhammer 40k. That'll be enough.
It's almost like a little bit of a textile if you go get like carpet textiles.
Chuck this little piece on my shoulder. I'll be like, yeah, I killed that.
Yeah, awesome. Cool.
Or helped kill that.
I guess we can rest now.
You want to attempt a long rest?
I'm wide awake, guys.
Are we going to wrap up for the evening?
You talking about IRL or
Oh yeah.
IRL?
It's almost 7 o'clock.
I was about to say
Yeah.
the goal is going to 7.
It's almost 7.
Yeah, you guys have about 20 minutes, so you can choose what you want to do from here. If you want to head straight back, or if you want to chill out in the forest, if you want to look around a bit more, or whatever it might be.
Well, I don't know if. Well, I assume there's more night beasts. But maybe once this thing dead, maybe they go back to normal. I don't know. We didn't have found the hunter, but
We could
could
progress
take
into the
ages.
woods. We could progress into the woods, see if we find tracks for anything else. Because
Why don't we do one more investigation roll and see if you can find the tracks that lead this thing here, perhaps.
Yep.
And you guys can decide how you want to proceed.
Yep.
So
we should try to maybe like a group one or something.
do a group one.
Are we investigationing?
If you guys want, you can do.
I have no interest in this hunter.
Okay. So for those of you who want to help, if you guys want, you can choose one person to lead it, and other people can assist that person, not with advantage, but take your proficiency bonus for investigation. Add it to theirs.
I could lead it, and you two could assist. Maybe.
Yep. Yeah, sounds good.
It's going to be, what are we looking for? Probably like DC. Not too hard. This thing's kind of big, and it doesn't move with as much grace as the other one's. Probably DC 16 for this.
Well, I've got a +6 for you.
Oh, that's huge. So
Yeah, for investigation.
Just need a
Yeah.
big roll.
12 is
Alright,
definitely going
so-
to make it. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Awesome. In terms of tracks, you can basically see the path that it took, which was something along these kind of lines, I think. I can't remember exactly how it got here. And again, they just head off to the east. It's kind of hard to make out from there on, but it kind of starts to peter out a little bit, but it heads off to the east. So you guys can choose if you want to check that out, or if you want to, I mean, your job's done as far as you're concerned, I guess.
What do you
but-
think? What do you think, Swift? Do you want to punch some more night beasts in the face?
I don't know. You're looking pretty beat up, aren't you?
Yeah. To be honest, I am feeling quite quite elderly at the moment, and so yeah, I'm.
We could continue in the morning where they're less active.
Like I could do this all day, but
Or
So he's in the middle of the night. It's literally midnight at the moment. I could do this all day.
I think, to be honest, yes, I probably would prefer to sleep the rest of the night.
Cool. You guys want to go for a rest?
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll go back to our long rest or tempt.
trying to be sprightly like all these young champions.
I'm going to attempt that you guys do the same kind of prep and such you did last time, but a rope around, swapping in shifts and all that kind of jazz.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me know if you guys want to do anything beyond that. You guys settle in for the night. You're very, very cautious. Everybody's on edge.
Yeah.
I don't think any of you wear armor apart from Gabrielle. I was about to say maybe you sleep in armor, but I don't think anybody does. And yeah, you are able to basically make it through the night. Every now and then you hear some movement into the undergrowth, and I would imagine most people kind of jolt up and they look around and shit like that. Stick around a bit and you wait for 5-10 minutes, and there's no more, and you're keeping your eyes on the trees and in the dark, and eventually you're able to basically make it through the night. Early morning, you're all kind of waking up, all pretty tired, pretty knackered, but you are able to benefit from the sake of a long rest.
Out of curiosity, if I pull out a set of leather armor, would anyone like it?
I definitely would wear it if it's on offer.
I mean, I don't know. Like, if you're a
I doubt that I'll be proficient. I wouldn't be.
That would be very bad for you. As
Yeah.
a spellcaster.
Oh, does it lower your intel or something? Does it?
No, if you're wearing armor that you're not proficient in, you won't be able to cast spells.
Oh, okay. No,
Okay.
fuck no. Then.
yeah,
Okay.
so that's cool. I was just saying that I've got a set of leather armor. If anyone wanted to wear that leather armor, if not, that's cool.
She's gonna point at her dress and be like, "No, I like wearing this."
I'm
She's now put back on after going nude and giant twice.
now just double checking, just so I get this right. Every single time I finish a long rest, I'm allowed to prepare the 2 spells out of my
Yes,
spell
you can
book,
swap
but
spells.
I can swap them every time I do a long
Yeah,
rest.
not ones you've learned, just prepared. Yes.
Just prepared ones. Yeah.
The same as the way it works on Guild
Good
Hunter.
Thunder.
So I
Can't learn new ones, you just change the ones that you've already got.
So Swift, I'm assuming you like getting big and huge. I'm going to keep giving that to you if you need, but I might prepare something to keep us a little more safe. So I've prepared a
Watching you throw things around the...
was entertaining.
Actually, wait, was I awake for him to... I can't remember.
You definitely saw it on the alpha because you were grappling it. Sorry, not grappling it. You knocked it prone. It got
No,
up.
I mean the time that he threw it at Atlas.
I don't think so
I
because
think
you
I was
were
unconscious.
walking.
I think you were unconscious at that stage. Yeah.
Yeah, no, you were still alive, but you were walking him off down the pathway.
That's
so
right.
You would have been looking.
Yeah,
the
but I
other
was
way.
also, like, fucking huge, so...
Yeah.
I
Oh,
was,
true.
Probably look over the top of the trees and stuff. I imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not huge, large.
Nice.
All right.
Glad.
Cool. Yes, I'm ready to head off if you guys are.
Awesome. We will probably call the session there, unless you guys want to quickly
Alright.
do a little bit of RP, but we'll wrap it up. Obviously, with that information for you next time, you know a little bit off to the east is likely where this thing came from. You can choose to pursue that if you